Now, in under 10 minutes, I'm going to explain to you how to become a better articulate speaker. And I'm not going to make this video with any cuts, no editing, just straight raw talk, right? And the reason for that is because I'm also in the process of becoming a better speaker myself. So if I mess up, I mess up, right? And the goal is to pretty much become better at speaking, right? Saying less saying less buts, and like all those like instead of saying all of those, just pause, breathe, and think about what you're gonna say, and literally talk about the next thing. Because I feel like a lot of the times the reason why we say a lot of these like extra words is because we don't think, we're speaking so fast, or like our breathing is just so quick. So it's like you know what I'm saying? Like I noticed that like whenever I start to breathe quicker, or like whenever I'm maybe like a little bit anxious, or a little have a little like nervousness, I will start like muffling and saying a bunch of like filler words, right? So with that being said, I'm gonna be talking about how the topic of today is pretty much how to become a better speaker. Right now, I used to be very uncomfortable speaking on camera for the past like, honestly, I only started getting comfortable talking to the camera for the past like year, right? And the way I got better at speaking was literally talking to the camera every single day. Like, I don't know if y'all noticed, but this is a new account, right? I made this whole YouTube channel to literally have a new start, because obviously, if you guys don't know, I was living in Bali for 6 months, and I really just like recreated my whole life. I grew my Instagram from like literally 3 to like 45,000 followers in the span of 4 months, and my whole life has literally changed when it came to that. Like, content has been so easy in the past couple of months, and I'm starting to really understand how this content game works. Now, ever since I've pretty much came home, life has been just so different. Like, to completely be honest, coming from tropical lifestyle, driving motorbikes every single day, to now being in a city where it's cold and you're living in a car, everything feels so structured, everything feels so like constricted and tight. And I feel like the energy is just so different. But honestly, I needed the reset to come back to the city, even though it's about to be summer, so it's actually about to be nice. But it's like the difference is actually insane. Like, you instantly feel it when you walk around. You see it in the people, you see it in the look of people's eyes, right? And it's depressing. I'm not gonna lie. Like, me being in the city all year is not for me personally. After living 6 months in Bali, my whole mind is literally shifted and changed, right? I've been living with a lot of successful young entrepreneurs, like people who are actually making more money than your teacher in a month, right? So it's like, me being surrounded by that, it's like, bro, how can I ever go back to a 9 to 5, knowing that if I just lock in on an online skill, if I just, like, let's just say I start doing high ticket sales, or let's just say I start doing running an agency, let's just say I start doing marketing, bro, I can make crazy amount of money from just online and a computer. Like, I've seen the blueprints, so now I literally just gotta find my own method, find what works for me, and stick to it, right? So yeah, with that being said, I kind of got off track. I was talking about how to become a better speaker. So basically, every day since 2020 2021, I was uploading on my old YouTube channel. And honestly, that channel was literally just used for practice, right? I would have a topic, let's just say it was how to become a more disciplined man, or let's just say it was like God, like something about, it was always about self-improvement, right? How cold showers improve my life, right? Like, let's just say I did cold showers for 30 days straight. I would talk about how it improved my life, right? And every day I would always think about a subject to talk about, and I talk about it for at least like 10 to 20 minutes minimum, right? Every single day, just talking about a specific topic. And as I was practicing throughout the years, and what I learned is that my train of thoughts would become a lot better, right? The camera, I wouldn't even recognize the camera, right? I would look at it and it'd feel like as if like my thoughts are just flowing, right? Before I would used to look at the camera and it would be like, bro, I gotta act different. I be nervous. I feel a little cringe and this and that. Now I can just turn on the camera and literally just start yapping on here on some bullshit and y'all would listen to me. You feel me? So it's like the art of talking is a skill that every man should start working on, like today, right? Or even whatever it is. But I feel like just being able to articulate your words well and being able to like talk really good could benefit your life in so many different ways, right? Like talking is literally the only way to, like, it's the best thing when it comes to like sales, right? It's the best thing when it comes to marketing, right? And if you know how to speak well, you can get so much opportunities, right? Like just me being a content creator now and people seeing that I'm a good storyteller, I'm now getting, I just got back home and I already got a job. Somebody wants me to make a video for them because they know that I'm a good storyteller, right? So it's like once you become an expert at one thing, people will literally pay you for your expertise. And that's exactly what I'm learning, right? You are gonna, the more money you make, more money based on how valuable of a person you are. You see what I'm saying? Like now you can be niche down to, let's just say like these construction guys, right? Like they make money because they have a knowledge of expertise in construction, right? In electrician. Not everybody knows how to do that, and now people will pay them a big dollars because it's a skill that is, you have to learn, you have to work through and kind of put hours in to actually learn. See what I'm saying? So it's like, in order to make more money, you have to invest yourself in something that requires a lot of time and energy to become a master at. And that's exactly what speaking is, right? Speaking is hard, especially public speaking. But if you can learn how to public speak, you never know. Maybe one day somebody may want to pay you to mentor to do a master class on, let's just say, speech, right? Somebody may want to give you might get an opportunity because of the way you articulate yourself, right? So as I was going through this period, as I was going through this phase of trying to become a better speaker, I was always talking to the camera a lot, even if it felt weird, even if it felt uncomfortable. I would try to at least get on the camera once a day, right? This helped me a lot with just being on camera and being used to like just talking to not somebody, right? 2, I was always reading a lot of books, right? When I would read books, it would help with my train of thought, right? I noticed that when I stopped reading, then I started just like scrolling a lot and doom scrolling. During those times, my speech was not as smooth as it is right now, right? And being in Bali, I was barely like, I mean, I was scrolling, but I was also reading a lot. So I was actually practicing my speech. And bro, I'm telling you, I was yapping so much in Bali that talking to camera is literally like, it's like breathing. It's like clockwork, you feel me? But once bro, I'm telling you right now, you need to start talking to the camera every single day. That's the best thing that you can ever do in your lifetime. And the reward, the reward down the road, like the ROI is actually insane, right? And yeah, so we got journaling, we got reading, we got talking to the camera, and lastly, my last point I'm going to make on here is journaling, right? Every single day, even if it's just like affirmations or like writing something out, when you write, you are literally saying in your mind the words and the sentences as you write it, right? And you're training your mind to like slowly say these things out, right? When you're constantly being bombarded by like social media and like all these like fast hitting things, think about it, like your mind's always moving quick, boom, 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 so it gets exhausted, right? We only have a certain amount of mental capacity each day, or attention span each day, to like, it's like a battery, right? And if you keep watching social media, it's like the battery starts to go down, I feel like, That's just what I feel like. You know what I'm saying? But like when you read books, when you like journal and you do things that are like kind of slow, the battery goes down. So now that like when you go throughout your day, it becomes easier to speak. It becomes like smoother, if that makes sense, right? It's like putting WD-40 on the engine versus if you were to put like water on the engine. That's how it feels like when you watching social media all the time when it comes to talking, right? But when you start, reading books, journaling, talking to the camera, it's smooth. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, that's pretty much the last point when it comes to becoming a better speaker. Like I feel like, bro, everybody, I low-key should just drop a master class or do like a whole class on just how to talk better. You feel me? But yeah, with that being said, I'm about to head out to downtown. We got a whole day ahead of us. And yeah. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe if you guys want to see more valuable tips and becoming a successful content creator in 2026. Make sure you drop that subscribe button. Make sure you subscribe because I'm just gonna be giving hella game when it comes to growing your personal brand and turning up your social media. But with that being said, love y'all. We out.